Hi, it's Guy DiMartino. I'm a Northwest Indiana estate planning and probate lawyer. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the probate process, and I am going to describe what is probate and why is probate needed in some cases. If you have any questions about an Indiana estate plan or a probate matter, you can always give me a call, or you can set up an appointment at indianaestatemeeting.com and we can get together and do a phone conference, or you can come into the office, or we can do something by video, whichever is most convenient for you. So first, let me describe the term probate. So probate is the proving of a will, and it's a court process. But let's go back a little bit and first determine, when will something have to go to court? So when we look at property, there are two types of property. This personal property, that could be my personal stuff, or that could be stocks, bonds, bank accounts, mutual funds, things along those lines. And then there's real property, real estate. So if you own something, whether it is personal property or real property, and you pass away and you have not set up a co-owner or a beneficiary designation on that property, a certain process has to happen in order for somebody to have the legal authority to do something with that property. So, if you have a bank account, that's your personal property, and you have a beneficiary on that bank account, or you have a joint account holder on that bank account, when you pass away, that bank account will go either to the beneficiary designation, or that bank account is still owned by the person who was the co-owner or the joint signer on your account. On the other hand, if you own a piece of property, say a home or a condo or something along those lines, and you are the sole person on the deed, when you pass away, you can't have a family member just go in there and sell it or live in the home, because they don't own the home, right? They don't have the legal authority to do that. So at that point in time, a court would have to get involved, and it would be the probate court. And if you had a will, the will would have to go to the court, and the court would have to accept the will. And as long as somebody didn't contest that that was your will, then stuff will be distributed according to the terms of the will. If you do not have a will and you die without a will, then the state of Indiana has another process. The state will distribute your property based on the lineage, the familial lineage. So if you don't have a surviving spouse, the next thing that the courts will look at under state law will be your children. If you have two children, your stuff would be distributed equally amongst your children. But that is also having to go through the probate process. So once the court accepts the will, and there's a petition to appoint somebody to manage the estate, the personal representative, then the personal representative is given a document from the court, and the court says, personal representative, you have the authority under state law to go ahead and do something with the property that has been titled only in the decedent's name. So then the personal representative, if there are bank accounts that didn't have a beneficiary on it, are able to go to the bank and get the bank account and put it into an estate bank account. if there's a home that needs to be sold or rented or anything along those lines, the personal representative will now have the legal authority in this document, the letters given to the personal representative by the court, to sign the contract with the real estate agent, and then when the home is sold, to accept the amount, unless it's a supervised estate and you have to get approval from the court, but it'll still be the personal representative who will be go ahead and doing that, and then receive the funds from the home. And then when all the funds or all the property has been given away or liquidated, to distribute it to the folks who are set forth in the will or under the intestate statute in the state of Indiana. So that is what the probate process is about. It also gives time for any potential creditors of the person who passed away to file a claim against the estate. So if there was a debt or there was a lawsuit or something along those lines, that person who believes that they are owed something by the person who passed away can go ahead and say, "Court, I am filing a claim against the estate because of this, for this." If you have any questions about a Northwest Indiana estate planning matter, you can always give me a call. If you have any questions about probate, don't hesitate to give me a call. I am Guy DiMartino. Have yourself a great day.